the hottest podcast on the East Coast. I'm the host, Jay Works, co-host
Kristen Bouchard.
and we're here to bring you the most traffic on social media. I am delighted to be here today, the day after Christmas, spending all my bucks. What about you, Kristen?
I'm done spending. I don't want to spend another dime. I'm over it.
That's it. Good take on that. Well, I tell you again, folks, Christmas brings all the joy and all the excitement. But you know what else? Christmas brings out all the animals too. That means people favorite, non-favorite or favorites. And me as a person of interest to my family and friends, I tend to be the guy always spending all the darn money, But it helps when you're very social and you're very local. So that's what Christmas brings to me. But folks, we got a great show tonight. We got a great topic. The topic is new beginning on life. New beginning, folks. We got some good news for you, and we got some savvy news for you. I'm gonna start today. Tell you it was a great week in sports. The weekend was great. We had some good Sunday night games on Christmas. My Boston Celtics beat LeBron James, LA Lakers, as well as any of your teams and the Philadelphia Phillies. Philadelphia Eagles. Everybody's getting bitten, But they won. They won. My Dallas Cowboys lost. Miami Dolphins beat them in a close one, in a 2-point game. It was very heartbreaking to the Cowboy fans. Stuff happens. As well as other teams in our division lost as well. The San Francisco 49ers lost against the Baltimore Ravens, folks. So that means the MVP may be Mr. Jackson over there, Lamar Jackson. He may have the MVP locked up, folks. As well as that, the Boston Celtics are number one in the conference from being LA. They won the Eastern Conference. We all know that, folks. We all need to stay on that. If your team is playing this week, it's great games. And this is the last week of the year 2023. You got some good things in 2023 to share about?
I did a lot of different things. I went on a cruise.
Okay. Tell us about it. Tell us what you things you did.
An awesome
Please.
girls trip back in June. Me and my girls, my cousins, and my family went on a cruise, a 4-day cruise, And that was nice. I just did a lot of different things this year in 2023. Things that I thought I would never do, things that I was afraid to do. And this is all new to me. And I'm so excited to be doing it. This is literally a milestone for me because I've always wanted to do a podcast. And I'm glad I got someone here to share it with her, share his platform and, give me some insight on how to get in front of the camera and just do things and not be shy and just enjoy it the moment. 2023 was a good year for me. Very different, very new. And I look forward to next year. Even newer, even bigger, and even better.
Great. That's huge. Was the kids happy for Christmas?
They were. My kids didn't sleep Christmas Eve at all. They begged me to give them one gift. So I gave them one gift. My son got a engine because he likes to use his hands.
Right.
It had like 300 pieces and like 50 lights, and it was just amazing. One of those iDiscovery type things.
Right. Of course.
He literally stayed up all night on Christmas Eve, put it together, did not go to bed till 4 a.m. Then I didn't have to worry about them waking me up at the crack of dawn. I sure didn't wake them up. Wow. They woke up at like 1 p.m. I'm like, that is fine with me.
Yeah.
So it was wonderful. I had a wonderful weekend, a wonderful Christmas Eve, wonderful Christmas Day with family, delicious food. I am still full.
Great.
It was awesome.
What do you guys eat?
Oh my gosh. Smothered pork chops, corn, homemade, mashed potatoes, baked macaroni and cheese, fried chicken, collard greens.
Wow, that's good. Listen.
And gravy. Lots of gravy with onions.
That's great. Just to piggyback to that, 2023 has been a topsy-turvy year for me. In a lot of ways, shapes, forms, and fashion. But God has blessed me. He has blessed me with a new outlook on life, what I want to do with myself. I'm a middle-aged man, and how I want to keep approaching my way as far as being a granddad. I wanted to come in this year and be a better granddad than I was the previous years. And also too is be a better husband to my wife. I'm committed to a lot of different things that I have never committed before in my life. Life is about changes and directional changes. If you could change for family and friends, the best thing is changing for yourself, folks. Number one is yourself. And second, all be your kids or your significant other, your wife, or things you want to do in life for yourself, your body. Is weight, changing your weight habits, your eating habits. And I have done those 5 cipher things. I think I still need more work. I want to definitely bridge out my occupation as far as what I want to do, as far as consulting on the security side or on the business side, as far as filming, music, production, and well as on the clothing. PD Code has hit different heights. We had new different eras, new different nuance. We launch it. As you see, folks, everything we wear on set is going to be about PD Code. Every session, every conversation, PD Code is going to be nearby. It's one of the hugest sponsors of our clothing and what we do wear on our backs, on our heads, on our feet, and on our behinds. So PD Code is one of them. One thing I did better. I changed colors. I did neutral things that you folks would like. I hope you would like to wear. We going into a new better industry as far as women clothing, mark neck, turtlenecks, shawls, skirts, even scrubs. We doing that scrub thing too. As far as the medical community, we doing that as well. And then I launched a new podcast, which is this here, Street Savvy, you folks on. And then in between that, the sister show, which is In the Minute with Jay Works. So we getting powerful now, and then we got another show, a women's show coming out. She the Reporter, February 1st, folks. She the Reporter. So yes, it's been a topsy-turvy year, folks. I'm trying to better myself still. I am no better than I was different, but I am more obstacle to learn more about myself. I haven't gotten no more taller, which I found out I ain't grown. That's a problem. But I'm gonna find me some platform boots and sneakers. I still got that inch I want to do. So and that it said too, I want to become a sports agent soon for 2024. So the newer year got better endeavors, and I want to do better in politics. I want to do more in my community as well as for my nation. I think I have a big platform, and I have a mouth that ranges from a lot of direction that I speak from. And it's compelling what I say out of my mouth and whoever I'm working with. And dynamic too, I want to make sure I make people better than they were yesterday. And that is putting them on platforms, giving them situations they can grow from. It's not about Jay Works. It's not about Jay Works Entertainment or PD Coding, anything else I'm doing. It's about me making other people better. I'm fully committed in that. I've always been committed in that. And so that's why these programs are coming out from this nation, from this place that it's going to be comfortable for people. And for me, myself, as well as people who work with me. My co-host can tell you a little more about it. There's ups and downs in this business, but as well, she has grown. And hopefully in the future, she will embark on her own. And hopefully I can be a part of it. If not, hey, I'm wishing her everything happy with that, because you never know. You never know what one's capable of doing and what one's capable of bringing themselves for knowledgeable things. I really mean that. I hope, anybody who works with us on any level, you can see the change in the atmosphere. What are we doing? What are we trying to do? And definitely is a commitment, folks. It's a huge commitment. Huge commitment on what we're doing over here at Jay Works Entertainment. We bringing the noise. We bringing the music. We're bringing the podcast. We're bringing the word. So that's what 2023 is brought for me. And 2024 is going to be better. And that's where it is.
Okay.
So we got a story of the day.
Story of the day is a sad story, not so merry for a mother in Ogham. Her 12-year-old son, unfortunately, committed suicide due to bullying intensively at school. He would go to his teachers. He would go, allegedly, he would go to the adults and the teachers, speak on what was going on with him, but it wasn't enough help. And days before Christmas, he committed suicide in his home. So it's really sad what bullying can do to children, especially that young. Found a gun from somewhere. I don't know if it was in a home or where he found it from, but he used it on himself. And that's really sad that he felt that was the only out to his sadness, I don't know what else to say. It's just really sad, especially days before Christmas. You know, these children are suffering in silence. They feel like they have nowhere to go, no adults to tell, or no friends to tell. But I just think we need to, as people and young children and teenagers, be a lot nicer and more open to each other, because you never know what someone's going through. They may have a smile on their face, but they're hurting inside.
Yeah, and that's Steve. Thank you for reporting that story.
Yeah.
We'll report more on that as soon as more we get to come, as soon as more get let out. Yeah, folks. Again, we reported a week ago on deaths, suicide alone. The numbers are horrific in our nation, and what is our state as well as we suffering, and children as well are suffering more times than you think, more matters than you think, more times than you think. And we as adults, we have to step up and understand we have to do more listening, do more talking when it comes to suicide and suicidal things. As a Black community whole, as someone, as a Black parent, a grandparent, I'm telling you today, we need to do more listening. You know, when a person says they're going to do something, commit suicide, most likely they won't. It's the ones who not talking about it. It's the ones who not saying it. It's the ones who not showing signs. You know, folks, we got to be on it. You know, it's like you be on your daughter when she become a preteen for little certain things. When she become a young woman, how to cleanse herself or to keep herself cleans up or whatever case, what clothes not to wear, what to wear, what size, whatever have you. Same exact thing when it comes down to suicide and suicide attempts or a child being out there being picked on. Because we all know it ain't cool to be picked on. It ain't cool to be pounced on, disrespected at no levels. And yeah, in the Black community, we all say, no, that ain't happening. Yes, it is happening. It's happening as well as us, as well as the white kids, Spanish, you name it. But we as Black folk, we don't tolerate it as much. We get down to the nitty-gritty. Our parents come to the school. We go as far as, listen, teacher, you didn't say nothing, you're going to see me too after school. Principal, you need to do something, you're going to get fired. Black folk are speaking up and going out instead of having their ways with their hands and feet. Black folks starting to speak and speaking broadly. We just got to do more. We got to do more. You know, we got to do more as far as our children, our neighbors, our friends, because it's happening, folks. Kids are committing suicide at an alarming rate, and we are responsible. We are, as adults, we are number one responsible for it. You know, because we're not listening. We're not listening. And I tell you a small story. My baby, one of my oldest kids here in Syracuse, he said it. He said he wasn't serious. I'm gonna tell you what he told me, folks. And he told me he wasn't serious, but he said something online. It rung bells. The school called the police. The school called me, and you know they was concerned. And I told him, he said, "Dad, I will never do that to you and my siblings or mom." I said, "Hey, what you won't do, it's what you put up there. People don't know you like we do. And if you do to try to decide that, you're not just hurting you. You're not just hurting. You're hurting all of us." And he vowed. He said, "I would never do that. That's not something I'm on." I said, "Okay, if you're not." And I was in tears talking to him because it's what you're supposed to do. As a parent, you got to let it all on the line. And I let my baby know from that day forward, I'm on him. If he didn't mean it, I'm going to make sure he didn't mean it. If he was joking, I'm going to make sure it's a joke. And my kids will tell you one-on-one. I ain't never told my kids to play with no guns. I never put it in front of them. I showed them what it was, showed them how to use, but you don't play with it. You don't play with no weapons in my home or around me. I don't play with it around them. But they're not fools. Yes, I taught them how to use it. Yes, I teach them with safety for themselves. But as far as playing with them on games and stuff like that, that's not me. And my kids will tell you straight in, he don't play gun games in the house. And I don't play drug games. Number one killing in America is drugs and guns. And adults, we are the number one sponsor. Because we don't say too much. We don't get active with our kids. We don't get active with the community. We're stubborn on the conversation. We are stubborn on the conversation when it comes to suicide or he bugging out. He tripping. Go up in your room. No. Because it's prevalent in the Black community. A lot of adults just recently. A kid recently. They found a kid on the highway. On 31, belonged to Syracuse. Single gunshot wound. And it affected the whole community. And I just seen him in the bar. He was in his 20s. So yes, it affects all of us. It's a part of our lives, and it's something that we have to learn to project. Just like we hit a drug, project and eject on our kids. I'm telling you now, folks, it ain't just happening in the white community. I'm not white, so I can't speak on them, but I can speak on numbers, but I can speak on my community. It's terrific, the numbers that's going on, and we as people, especially us, a community, I can talk about my community, Black and brown community, we don't upheld anything. We may talk about it. We may joke about it, but honey, this is not a joking matter. This is not, suicide is not a joking matter, folks. I'm telling you, it's not a joking matter. I'll be the first one to tell you, it's not a joking matter. These kids are suffering, and they're suffering hard, and especially in my community. And I mean it. Get with your kids, folks. Yes, in lighter note, we have ultrasound in a way to our avenues of getting to you folks. Today, we made moves to make sure it's getting the networks as well. There's a big thing coming up in the future. You guys will know about it soon. But Street Savvy is going to be on a different level. Street Savvy is up and coming, and we up and coming quick. Folks, our numbers are astronomical for a 3-month show. We almost 100 shows in. 100 shows in, we have a week to notice. We are 1,800 plus viewers. We're 260 subscribers. Daily, we have 40 to 45 people watching episodes daily, folks. We need you guys to keep watching. We need you guys to keep pushing and to keep listening. And we're going to keep getting great content. No matter who you see on both of these slots, PD Code, which is the clothing we wear, the podcast, Street Savvy, is the business we proceed, and as well as more sponsorships on this show, speaking through these mics and on buses as well. We got a nice bus coming up with Street Savvy on the side. We got a nice poster, promotions-wise, on the highway coming up. So we got a lot of great things, and that's due to you folks listening to us, want to hear us. In the morning show, it's going to get bigger. I got a lineup of guests. I have great phone calls coming up. I'm going to do my due diligence, get up early, and really get the morning tea going. It's a special thing for us here at Street Savvy. We want you people to understand we're all about you guys. And without you guys, we are no good. So please continue to support us, to listen to us, and want to share the great moments we share. Again, these opinions from off the top of the dome of things we have went through in life and seen majestically, mentally and physically. And we're not afraid to talk about it.
That's right.
How y'all said, don't do me. No, we doing us. And if you guys want to do us, listen to us.
That's right.
Because this sister here brings it, and this brother here going to do it. So keep on listening and keep on enjoying us. Street Savvy is here to stay. And well as the She Reporter, hope you guys tune into that and enjoy. It's going to be a whole conversation full of women. The mics are going to be what it is. It's going to be hot topics in there. It's going to be a lot of things. Before the end of the day, before the drink gets to be done, you hear all the tea in town, in the country. So you want to definitely get that past you, and that's promotion mode. Now, let's get down to the subject of the day. Life changes. Life changes. What in the future, in the day's present day, as you heard me and my co-host speak on earlier about changes, what right now you making changes on? What's your life changing thing? And I'm going to start off this segment by asking my co-host. Yeah, I want you to break it down. I'm going to break it home. What have you done for yourself and your family, a life-changing thing? What makes you today saying, I'm changed?
The things that make me change, the things that I have decided to make me change are the past and the present that I'm in and where I want to be in 2024. Not even just 2024, tomorrow. You know, my new year starts every day. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new task. Every day is a new idea. I'm going to do things more diligent, more different, more purposeful. In 2024, I am going to make it a point that I live with purpose and on purpose. That means I'm going to get up, do my business, do what I do, and make sure everything in that day is coinciding with what I decided that decision was going to be, whether it's my business that I'm getting off the ground, whether it's me going to work, whether it's my kids, whether it's, taking care of the household or buying something major like I just did. That was definitely on purpose. Yeah, at the wrong time, but whatever, it needed to be done. And things like that, random mishaps, random choices that you have to make, do or die, yes or no. There is no in between. Going to be very decisive based on this year, my present, and where I want to be. No more playing. I'm getting older and wiser and more purposeful. So,
wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
Good message. Good message. I tell you, folks, it started for me. In my life, it changes, which I had to make. It started in 2000. Seen a lot, done a lot. Trying my pro career as far as baseball, in a lot of different areas. It worked out and it didn't work out. And then worked with the government, Department of Security, Border Patrol, U.S. Marshals, NTSA. Did that for several years. Government facilities. I met and talked to a lot of great people, and start to find myself in a way of who are you, what you need to do. And that became no blonde in hair. I always had a baby face up until I got in my mid-30s. Kept a bald head, button-up shirts. You guys know me, turtlenecks, suits. That changed my level of dressing, of appearance, which is called uniform. I wanted my shoes and socks and my hat to match 5%, my belt to match, things of that nature. And as it go, I lost people along the way. I lost one of my sisters, Aisha, to a violent death here in Syracuse, 2004. And that compelled me to come back home to Syracuse, which I haven't been in years, since the early 80s, and change. It was inevitable for me to change. She left 2 kids back here as well. And just to see the situation that was left to hand for my mom and other siblings to do with my nieces and nephews. And it went so forth. And, by the time 2008 came around, 2006, another one of my sisters came down with cancer, my oldest sister. I was her healthcare proxy. She designated me to that. And that barked on me. That changed me even more. I had to be more responsible for someone else, more than I had been in my kids as well. And situational things, serious things, which is my sister's health. And then in 2008, untimely demise, I lost my grandmother 2007 in October. And then my sister was at that same funeral. And she said I was going to be next. 3 months later, February, 4 months, 3 months, she died in my arms, February 2nd, 2008. And then my niece's aunt in April, train crash in Boston, MBTA, she died. And then in July, my stepmom woman who helped raise me with my dad, she died. So I lost 4 women, completely in touch with them, in tune to who I am with them, love them, and always love long and strong. I lost, so that's more change, and showed me that I'm losing people as well as I'm growing. I need to better myself. I need to keep bettering myself. I ended up with a girl who I didn't know at all. She got pregnant. Lord help me, I didn't need no more kids. That was change. My kid was having kids. And I told her directly, hey, I can't do this no more. She told me the opposite. That's your business. You know what I mean? And your business ain't show business. I ain't either. So I'm keeping my baby. And that's history. Because my daughter was born, I named her Igeria. And greatest beautiful chocolates that I've had in my life. And that's changes. And I'm marrying a girl. I ended up marrying her soon after. And ups and downs, it kept going. The beauty of life kept going and changing for me. I had to be a responsible husband. Because a lot of things in my house was different with mental illness as well as mental disabilities. And I had to take on that right away. Had to put a lot of my dreams aside. A lot of things I want, I had to put aside. My music career, me writing, producing, my film. Had to put a lot of that aside. And was trying to work on that the same way, work on it. Compelling myself with people, talking and growing with folks. And that was more change. And then several children. 2010, I had another child. My son, Jerry Jr. the fourth. It was just a steamroller of changes. He comes in, he beautiful, handsome, Light-skinned kid, light-skinned baby, yellow boy, brown eyes. You know what I'm going to do with that. Stand up like I'm on. You know, and just the value of, to me, making babies was changing too, man. They're taking your pockets. Child support is ripping you, bro. What you going to do? You know, things. And then last kid, 2013, which is my sunshine. And that compelled me to even more be better because this little girl came out knowing, like, I'm sunshine. And I named her. You know, and I wanted to be her shining light. And want to do better. You will say, how? Yeah, just like any rest of them. I just want to do better and more. And when you do more and better, you get to know who you are inside. So, and that's what change compelled me. It ended up leading me to different jobs. Got deeper and more to the security field. As far as with my boots on the ground, doing clubs. That's not something I was doing more blue collar security, more business side, more federal. Came here in Syracuse, established a good doorman, established a good team to be around. And that lifted me, compelled me, lifted me to certain levels as well. So, you know, I became a pillar of community, which years ago I wasn't thinking about. But here in Syracuse, I have on every levels. I've met a lot of different business partners, different people, mom and pops, young folks, older, middle age. And it worked out, and it has been working. And then different business adventures, you know, as well, moving here, moving there, moving there, you know, is now as well as to probably uplift and buy properties. So it changes, and business changes, and life move changes. Mm-hmm. And now compels the business I'm into, self-made, self-developing, self-management, you know, with self-writing as well. I'm bringing it out from my heart, folks. I have no money in the third to give out or dish out for these businesses. I'm just earning, I'm just hustling. So I took the years of hustling in Boston when I was a teenager to bring it today. And I'm a middle-aged man, and it's changed every day. I'm changing lives, changing myself. I just called my younger sister earlier, one of the twins. I told her I love her. I just want to see her smile. She said, bro, I'm just getting off work, going to another job to the kids. I'm like, wow, that's deep. I'm like, that's all you. And I told her, I brought up on her the last time I was on. I talked about all the great women around me. And she smiled, you know, because a lot of us is not actually brought here, and the challenge we do, we face it. We don't run away. We don't do the coward act. You know, we don't go out hurting ourselves or anyone else. We go out and face it. Everyday things, mind's activity that we go through, trouble and drama. Either we deal with them or we don't. That's life, folks. And I learned that about myself, and the changes are there. And they're inevitable. I'm trying to drop off this beautiful weight. I'm looking good. I'm going to drop a lot. You know, I'm trying to feel good here, there, here, especially here. Knowledgeable. You know, I don't got to impress no one. You know what I mean? I try to impress me. You know, I'm happy with who I am. I need to do better and sorts of ways, and I'm going to do that. Got a handful of hair. Yeah. So you folks know me, that bald head, blonde hair. Look at this. Handsome is still never. I'm going to take this hat off. I'm just doing it. I'm doing it for me, doing it for the culture. You know? My guys' new addition on the culture tour. I'm doing it on the culture tour myself. My own private. Changing abilities. And willing to change and willing to understand change. And that's what compelled me to have a conversation about where you changing it. What are you doing to change your life? What are you doing to speak about it? And what we do here, just so happens at Street Savvy, we talk about life-changing situations every day. And again, people talk about the trending stories, the Diddy's of the world, the T.D. Jakes, the R. Kellys. We just not really bogged on that. Allegedly, all these crazy stories is coming out. Folks, that's people dirty laundry. And I know it's podcasts out there, owners, who that's how they get their money. That's how they get their likes. I'm not about getting no likes off Diddy or no one else. I'm going to speak on a trending story, good or bad. I'm not shouting nobody. Go ahead. And I got ideas in my brain that I can speak for years and days and months to come. And topics. As well as my co-hosts do as well. We are not here to do none of that bull crap. I don't like it. You know, I watch people do that to Bobby Brown for years, which is a great friend of mine, a brother from another mother, and I hated it because they didn't know the true Bobby Brown. They didn't know who the hell Bobby was. It was stories of Bobby this, Bobby jumped out this, Bobby fought this one, Bobby choked this one, Bobby smoked dope, Bobby smoked crack. It was Bobby drank this. It was so much stuff. And that man never got on TV or social media and said, nope, you're lying. Nope, I'm fighting. No. Everything supposedly, and I remember one fact when it was a alleged story that Whitney Houston threw out his crack pipe in his clothes. Bobby didn't get on TV or Barbara Walters and say, oh, no, that ain't right. She do this. I don't do that. Bobby never said nothing, folks. Now, that's a hero. That's a man to me. And this man lost his ex-wife, his daughter, and his son. Before then, he lost 2 of his sisters and his mom and his pops. So in 10 years, Bobby had lost almost 7 to 8 people, folks. Dearly, mother and father, ex-wife, daughter and son, 2 sisters, don't quote me on that, allegedly, and people still dog this man. Now, the good news is he done got married over these years, several new children, involved in new music, involved in the culture tour and other tours, and he's doing his separate thing, he's doing his cooking thing. Nobody talked about that. That's not even hitting. He's a really pro advocate for domestic violence. As what happened with Bobby Christie as well. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's saying, yo, Bob, that's real, man. Glad for that. And you ain't hearing nothing of that. But everything else, they shone at this man. And that's what led me to getting the podcast too as well. All the great stars I don't grew up with or grew up around or grew up listening to, they was getting killed in the media. Getting killed by paparazzi. In the last 20 years, social media is killing them because it ain't the truth. And I just tell these wild stories I knew about out there. You know what I mean? Or who's what and who's what. And people like, oh, Rourke, you crazy. Now you see they coming out the light. And God forbid, I'm going to say this, and I don't like, but if anything's going on with Diddy, only Diddy knows. And the people around Diddy knows. Let's kick that off the rock now. And that's their business. I don't want to know about Diddy's business. That's Diddy's business, got nothing to do with mine or anyone else. And that's just real true fact. So, folks, we got to understand when it comes to situational things like that, we ain't doing it here. It's all about us. Folks, I'm going to go read the board and see what you guys is talking about.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Sammy. Appreciate it. Yes, Mr. Thurston. What's up, Mel? How you doing, sir? Yes. What's up? Kansas, what's up? Miss Diaz, I love you. Yes, folks, I love it. I love it. I see you, baby. Thanks for watching. Yes. Miss Freeman, what's up? Yes. Hey, Miss Thomas, what's up, cuz? Yeah. Appreciate it. Yes. Andy, what's up, baby? Hey, Mr. Jackson. Yeah. Tyrone Jackson, that's my guy. Yes. They got my daughter on there. And listen, folks, one of my oldest daughter's birthdays today. And she turned 35. Hold me on that. I think it's 34 or 35. Lachey, Daddy loves you. I'm always going to love you. I know you're having a baby. Another grandbaby, which I'm proud of you for that. That I'm not having no more. But Daddy wants you to know I love you, no matter where you at. I know you in Texas, and you live in your life, and you take care of your kids. I'm proud of you. You are my hero when it comes down to a woman. You have been doing this since you had your first child. You know, one of my first oldest granddaughters. I'm proud of all of my children, and you, especially you. God bless you and enjoy your day. I know it's late. Daddy tried to call you early in the afternoon. You're probably busy, of course, with the kids as well as your birthday. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Lachey, I love you, baby. God bless you and happy birthday and many years to come and happy new year to you and my grandkids. Yeah, folks. And we thank you guys definitely for tuning in to Street Savvy. Here at Street Savvy, we making those choices. Either you build and surround yourself with something or you take something differently away from something. And that's what it is here. And that's what we're creating. Me and my co-host has been in between of finding ourselves in this business. It's some nuance for her. It's a challenging for me to keep her on her toes, to keep stability there for this business. This business is hard. Image is everything in this business. People will tear you down, folks. And people be mean too now. But you have to not pay attention to that. Pay attention to what you're doing and what you say, how you say it, and how you walk and talk. You got to walk on things. You got to walk on pins and needles and eggshells, because this business will chew you out and spit you up and don't care. And the next person get there, they do the same to them. You got to have tough skin. You got to still maintain your beauty and your guidance and your strong mouthpiece.
That's true.
Because if you don't in this business, you're going to always go in the bathroom, cry it out, or powder your nose and do whatever you do. But you see me, they call me whatever. And I'm on this jam. I'm on this journey because this is my journey to be on with you folks out there, as well as my co-hosts.
That's right.
So, you know, I'm here to tell you, Kristen, whatever endeavors you lean on, keep the thick skin and keep moving. You're a great person. You're very positive. You're a great mom. You're a great sister to be around. You're someone people need to hear. Your vocals is what makes it positive and what makes it great for the community to understand what you're talking about is serious business. You need to uplift that and upheld that. If you're in this business, you're going to go further. Trust me.
Thank you for that. I'll keep that with me and I'll take it.
Definitely. It's well appreciated. Folks, thank you again for joining a Well Good live session, a Well Good podcast with Street Savvy. I'm the host, Jay Works.
Kristen Bouchard, co-host.
We're here bringing you the most and the most dynamic conversation we can bring you. So I want to tell you folks, we love you. We want you to keep joining us. Keep having us in your living rooms, your dining rooms, in your car, in your workplace. We're going to keep coming on for you guys. God bless. Leave us some comments in there. Let us know if you want the morning show, because we coming on strong.
That's right.
Every morning, we're going to be there for you folks. That morning cup of tea. Street Savvy. Jay Works.
Kristen Bouchard.
Thank you, folks. Love you out there.
Bye.